Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So this is going to be your monthly tarot readings for the month of February 2021. And it's not going to be for your sun, moon, or ascendant, but I do tarot readings based on your North Node by sign and house. If you're not familiar with what the North Node is, down in the description box below, I have some links of a couple of videos explaining the North Node and why I use it in readings. But basically, the North Node is recognized in astrology in both the East and the West as your soul's path or soul's journey of the things that you should be doing in this lifetime and the things you should be avoiding. For those unfamiliar, also, this is the North Node here, this symbol, and this is the South Node here. And in the description box below, there's also going to be a link where you could look up your chart if you don't already have it. So let's get started. Hi everyone. So this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for all of those with their North Node in Taurus and or the second house. So remember, there's going to be two videos you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to watch the one for your sign North Node and your house. In a moment, I'm going to connect to the energies. I'm going to shuffle, and I wanted to invite you to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, get centered, center your energy in your heart space and in your intuition, and just have the intention that the information that you most need to know in your life right now is going to come through for you. Okay, so I'm going to connect and then start shuffling. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth a message that is true and correct for all those who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, I'll begin to shuffle. Okay, so I'll explain the spreads here. So this side of the table, this spread here is going to be for the first half of the month, from the 1st to the 15th. And then this side over here is from the 16th to the end of the month. So the first thing that's hitting me big time is for a lot of you, there is this fear and anxiety around two things. And I think for some of you, it'll be for both things, some of you, one or the other. But the two aspects I'm getting are, money and also like personal philosophy, like education, either like wanting to further your education or being like unsure of which way to go. And the personal philosophy, meaning like a lot of your beliefs are continuing to be challenged. Okay. I feel a lot of you though, you're trying really hard to move away from this, anxiety. And as I said, it could be coming like for financial reasons, or, and just because a lot of, maybe, something happened to where maybe your belief in a person has changed. Okay. And it was like, wow, okay, well, where do I stand now, with this? So it's like, and as I said, it could be both things. So, this financial, something to do with, money and finances, as well as like you're looking at this, the way you look at life and this person or people, in a new way. And a lot of you, you're feeling like, you know, you don't really have like the upper hand, in this. And the reason for that is because it's like this drama that keeps replaying itself, um and it's because of this independence that's wanting to come out. So like you're being pushed constantly, and this has been, this theme that is going way back of being pushed to independence, meaning, you know, you want to rely on people, you want to rely on, you like to rely on institutions, meaning of just structures, okay? And it's this reliance, and life keeps pushing you away from your reliance to people, structures, ideas, beliefs, relationships, whatever it is, okay? And the way to get through that is realize that, okay, when I start moving forward in what I want to do independently and honor the values that I truly think and believe in my heart that are going to move me forward, when you start to do that, that's how this is going to kind of unscrew itself and like start working itself out. So I feel like, look, the first half of the month, okay, this is your struggle. The way out is, I do feel a lot of you do have a lot of support around you, but I feel like you haven't taken advantage of the support group around you, meaning it could be like family, those really close to you, that for some reason, maybe it's like you've relied on them in the past and you felt like you were burdening them, or some of them might have even said like, you know, kind of pushed you away, like, okay, you need to do this on your own. But realize that they are there ultimately to support you if you fall. But it's just that it's like you got to take these first steps in moving toward this like whole independence. And that's really where this fear and anxiety is coming in from. It's because, you know, you really, really need to have that emotional support structure around you, but you're almost like relying on it too much. It's time for you to be your own uh, support. Okay. It's really funny. I heard a podcast, and I can't remember who, but it was just a point that was brought up, and they were talking about the energies of, Saturn and Capricorn. And it's like, when we get older, we're like children, and then we get older, um, we don't have parents anymore telling us what to do. So we have to become our own parent. And it's a weird thing. Most of it's just kind of like you just do it, you're kind of thrown into it. But um, there's a lot of people out there that never really learned, even as adults, to kind of be their inner parent, meaning it's a person that, it's that thing that stops you, like, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't eat that whole box of cookies or whatever, even though you can, as an adult, you can do whatever you want. So it's that little thing that's in there. And I feel like that's what is being, taught to you, is like learning how to be that kind of inner guide. And for a lot of you, you've relied on kind of, even if you don't realize it, but you've relied on, people kind of giving you direction and, kind of telling you what to do, in a sense, or giving you the cue of where to go. And so I feel like this is what this half of the month is like working toward. Now moving on to the second half of the month from the 16th on. Wow, this is really interesting. Like, and I think this is a theme because I'm seeing this with a lot of the readings this month. There is definitely something that either has happened or will happen in the beginning of the month, but I think it's gonna either happen or play out the second half of the month, where someone emotionally from your past or past hurts are going to resurface. Okay. And they were deep cuts. And I feel like the wounding was like very, very deep and painful. And that I'm seeing this theme actually for a lot of the readings this month, where it's like this energy of some people closing off and some people, not closing off enough or being too open. And in this case, I feel like a lot of you have these emotional letdowns, or these seemingly people that have let you down have caused a lot of you to just kind of give up or close off. And that's not the answer. Okay. The answer is this healing that can take place for all of these, uh, you know, dramatic relationships that have happened in the past, is it's because you're being asked to move toward that, you being the strong one. Okay. And a lot of you have taken on that role for people in your life, where you've maybe put up with relationships that weren't really great for you, and it's almost like you seem like the parent. So some of you might be saying, well, I am the parent in this relationship because you're taking care of someone. But see, that's an unhealthy parent. The parent that allows, like if we actually look at an actual parent that allows the child or enables them to do something, that is unhealthy parenting. Okay, so being the enabler, that's not what I'm talking about as far as like that inner guidance or inner parenting. It's that you look at things, you have the courage to say, okay, this is the direction that we're going, and I am going to, do everything I can in these relationships around me to move them forward. But if they're not serving me, it's better for me to move away from them. Okay. So, and I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to come up for you, for a lot of you, the second half of the month, that are these old wounds from, people in the past, like friends, family members, definitely like former romantic relationships or current, relationships. These things are going up, but just realize, look, a lot of you are so close. It's that, remember to read on your North Node if you have not done research. North Node in Taurus and or North Node in the second house. Read on this North Node and it'll tell you the answer of what you need to do, because when you start moving toward that, that's when everything is going to start to loosen up and move in a positive direction and put you on your optimal timeline. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And remember, watch 2 videos. Watch the one for your North Node sign and one for your North Node house. And just wanted to say we'll see you on some more videos, and take care.